Hey guys, this is Chetan,
This is Arun.
And this is Abby.
and welcome back to the Unprofessionals. So we are less than 24 hours away from the start of the NFL season. We finally made it. Game one is going to be Bucks and Cowboys, but for now, we're just going to hold off on that because we're going to go through our day before the season starts predictions. I guess this is the best time to do these because, hey, we know the injury history. We don't have to deal with, Andrew Luck retiring in the middle or the last game of the preseason, or anyone dealing with a ACL tear or any type of harsh injury. So we're gonna break down who we think is gonna win each division, who's gonna win the wild cards, who's gonna make it to the conference title games, who's gonna win the conference title games, who's gonna play in the Super Bowl, our Super Bowl winners, and if we got some time, we'll talk about MVPs and whatnot. But to start it off, we're gonna go through the NFC because all three of us, our favorite teams are in the NFC.
Yep.
Starting particularly with the NFC East, who Arun and I, our favorite teams are from here. And this division last year, very poorly played, but it had the team that gave the eventual Super Bowl winners the toughest outing in the playoffs with the Washington football team. Uh, this division, strictly, if we talk about it, we're talking about defense here. We're talking about some of the best defenders in the NFL. We're talking about defensive-minded head coaches and another team who is very highly built on offense, who's revamping their defense in the Dallas Cowboys. But anyone in this division, the way it looked like last year, can win it this year. But personally, I think I got to give it to the Washington football team because they won the division last year. They had a top 5 ranked defense. I think they pull it out this year, followed by the Philadelphia Eagles finishing in second, the Giants finishing in third, and the Cowboys finishing last. Arun, what are your thoughts?
NFC least. All right, man. So you guys know I'm a diehard Eagles fan, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna be biased towards my team. Um, there's a lot of ifs with this Eagles team. New coach, new rookie quarterback, bunch of new defensive players. But um, I do think the Eagles are going to be better than what people are thinking. They are going to be a little unpredictable to start the season, but hey, man, we don't know how this team's going to be. But I do think Philly could win this division just because the Washington. I'm not too high on Ryan Fitzpatrick. I think he's gonna start the season super hot, but I think he's gonna cool down as the season progresses. So I'm not too high on the Washington football team, even though, in my opinion, I think they have the best defensive team in that division. But I think it's gonna be the Eagles. I think the Cowboys are gonna be in there, the second spot. Um, Going with the Washington football team, the third spot. And sorry, Chetan, I think the Giants are gonna be the last team in that NFC East.
All right, that gives me 2 top 10 picks next year.
Hey, man, I love the positivity. Abby, NFC East, man.
Hey, bro.
Talk about my division.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I can't believe this, but I got the same exact list as Chetan. We didn't go over this beforehand or anything. It just so happened to be the case. Listen, Fitzmagic, I think he would have made the playoffs last year, first time in his career, if he stayed as a starting QB for Miami. But they pulled a plug. They were talking about the future. Tua, all that. They fell short and they missed it. And now he is with the Washington football team. They have the best D line. Landon Collins, yeah, Chetan, your man, Landon Collins from the Giants. He comes back. They got William Jackson from Cincinnati. They got I think they got one more corner. I think it was Darby. I think no, somebody else.
Yeah, Darby. They got Darby like two
They got
seasons
one
ago.
more. They got some other corner. I think I can't. The name is escaping me right now. But that D line, they don't got 4 guys. They got 6 guys, and not all of them even play. So they got the D line. The linebackers would probably be the weakest link, but that doesn't really matter because your D line is so good. They probably don't gotta do much anyways because of how much pressure they're gonna be getting. Chase Young, Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne. When your last name is Payne, bro, you belong on the D line. That's exactly what he does. And the rest of that, Montez Sweat, bro, they got first rounders for days. And the corners, the secondary is solid. So I feel Washington, Curtis Samuel coming over with Terry McLaurin, with Anthony Gibson, Logan Thomas converted second year as a tight end. I think they win this division, not by much though. I don't think they're gonna win 11 games, 12 games, 13 games. I think they'll win maybe 10. So this division will be very close. So I feel it will be a dogfight till the end. Second, I got Arun's Eagles. Listen, I love Jalen Hurts. I loved him in college. I believed in him. I wanted the Vikings to draft him in the second round, but he was taken. But this man is a winner. He's a dog. How many people you know that get benched at halftime of the national championship game to a freshman? Tua comes in. He leads them to victory. The following season, he is the backup. He comes in after Tua gets hurt. He comes in versus the same team that was beating him, and he leads the game-winning touchdown drive. That's greatness. All I've seen from him is every single year improvement. This man couldn't throw the ball, period, as a freshman at Alabama. All he could do is run. And Clemson, Deshaun Watson beat him. He goes to Oklahoma. Better. He just lost to a great team in LSU with Joe Burrow and them boys, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Terrence Marshall, Thaddeus Moss, etc. They had a super squad out there. One of the best teams in college football history. Goes to the Eagles. Carson Wentz is crying left and right. No. Oh, Mr. Spot. Yo, who is this backup? Why you drafting a second-round pick, bro? Who cares, bro? Why do you care, bro? You're the starting quarterback. You make it 150. You make it 150 million, and you care about a backup? That tells you that he was threatened by Jalen Hurts, and Jalen Hurts did his job, didn't give a shit. No O-line. Lane Johnson, one of the best right tackle, in my opinion. Him and my own Minnesota Viking, Brian O'Neill, who got paid today.
Yep.
Those two are the best two right tackles in football. He was in and out. Arun can attest to this. He was in and out. Kelsey was the only guy that was there the whole season, basically. Brandon Brooks, all-pro guard, out. He got hurt before the season started. Jason Peters, Andre Dillard, hurt. Jason Peters like 40 years old now. Respect to him, Hall of Famer. Hurt, but
you got a new team.
New team? I think he's with the Cardinals now, right? Or
yeah.
I forgot what team he's with. He's with he's out with a new team. So that tells you everything you should know. So I feel Devontae Smith, the receiver, Jalen Reagor. I think he you can't quit on players this fast, man. Rookie season, he had a tough season. Give him some time. Give him 2-3 years. Yo, stop comparing him to Justin Jefferson, bro. It's over. You didn't pick him. It's fine. Jalen Reagor can still be a very good player. You got Dallas Goedert. You got Zach Ertz. You got Miles Sanders. You got players, bro. You got players in Philly. They got a defense. Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham. They got players. Darius Slay, Anthony Harris, former Viking. Eric Wilson, linebacker. They got players. So Eagles second. Your Giants, Chetan, sorry. Your Giants got all the icing, bro. You got all the icing. But that cake is garbage. That O-line is so bad. I think Washington, week 2, Daniel Jones is going to need to get insurance coverage. He better have insurance coverage. I'm talking about top flight insurance coverage because he got to get something broken. Kenny Galladay is hurt. I think Kadarius Toney, I don't even think there's any updates on him. Evan Ingram is hurt. Bro, if you start this season hurt, how are you going to be when the season starts, bro? Saquon Barkley, I don't know his situation. 50-50, he may play. Maybe on a snap limit. I don't know. Sterling Shepard, he seems fine, but he's not a number 1. He's a solid number 2, solid number 3. The defense, I love the defense. You still don't got a pass rusher. You got D linemen. You got some solid D linemen. You got some very good corners. You got a secondary. You got a very good head coach. But I think the Giants probably finished third with maybe like 8 wins, 7 wins. And I think the freaking Cowgirls, I don't know what people are talking about. I don't know what anybody's talking about here. Their defense is still trash. Yes, Trayvon Diggs, solid second-year player. Micah Parsons, solid linebacker. That's all they got on defense. That's it. Nobody else. DeMarcus Lawrence, there's an APB out for him for the past 3 years since he got paid $20 million a year. They got nobody else really. Jalen Smith, ever since he got paid, he hasn't been balling. All this Dak Prescott, CD Lamb nonsense, that's great. Zeke Elliott, that's great. That's great. I love it when you have 400 yards passing when you're down 30 points. That's so great. Like, I don't understand the infatuations. I say the Dallas Cowboys finished last. Maybe they win 7 games. Like I said, this division will be close. Nobody's going to be 3-14, 4-13. I don't think that's going to happen. 7, 8 wins I could see the Dallas Cowboys having. And this division being very close down to the wire. Any thoughts, guy? I think me and Chetan completely agree.
I am on a whole different spectrum. I think they have a lot of talent. They they have to finish top 2 in this.
Wait, Arun, you
division.
said Dallas second, right?
Yeah, man. I think Dallas, they have so much talent.
I give you that. They have great offensive talent. They can't stop Tampa Bay tomorrow. Oh, my God.
Oh, no, Tampa Bay. Yeah,
we got to get to see this tomorrow. We got to get to see this tomorrow.
They're going to get
They can prove it. They can shut me up. They win tomorrow, I will say sorry. First thing, I'll say sorry to this Dallas Cowboys team. Their schedule is not easy. Look at their first 3 games. They got at Tampa. They got to get their ass kicked. They got at Chargers. They got to get their ass super kicked. Then they got your Eagles. I say your Eagles go into Jerry World. Dog them. 0-3.
Let's go.
Hold on. Let me see.
Got me hyped up, man.
Let me see the schedule real quick just to see what I think of this Cowboys. I don't want to spend too much time on this, but just because this is the marquee America's team, quote unquote. Let's get over this real quick. Bucks, L, Chargers, L, Eagles, primetime, Monday night game. I can see that being an L. Panthers, people sleeping on the Panthers. I think the Panthers can give them an L. Your Giants, Chetan, or no, they could probably win that game at home at the crib. I'm sorry. At New England, Bill Belichick gonna cook up something spicy for Mike McCarthy. Oh, this is my favorite. At Minnesota, Sunday night
on Halloween.
Dalvin Cook gonna make some potato, make some beef, make some butter chicken. You gonna cook them straight. Oh, you got Atlanta. Okay, you'll beat Atlanta. Dan Quinn revenge game, whatever you want to call it. You got at Mahomes. Oh my God. Patrick Mahomes can go to Mike McCarthy, the head coach, and tell him what the score is going to be. And he can score that many points on his ass. You got Raiders. You could beat the Raiders. At the Saints, we don't know about the Saints. You could probably beat them. And then the end of the schedule is all division games. Washington, Giants, Washington again, Eagles, Cardinals. You can win that. I say 7 wins max, 8 wins. 8 wins or 7 wins.
8 wins, 7 wins. That's a lot of wins for a 4th place team. No?
That's what I'm saying. I do think it'll be close. I think Washington gets 10, and then the last place team will get 7 or 8. So very close.
Yeah, no, okay. I'm not going to say this like I'm going to rip apart the Cowboys like the way you did, but like if we're going to be honest, they lost Sean Lee in their linebacking core, and they added Micah Parsons, right? Yeah. That's addition by subtraction.
That is a very good addition. I give you that.
It's a very good addition, but let's talk about who Sean Lee was before everything happened. He is an all-pro linebacker. He was getting every single tackle, right? Leighton Vander Esch. The dude is amazing, but
no. He had an amazing rookie season. Since then, if we're being honest here, he has done absolutely nothing.
And that's exactly where I'm going is that he had one great season. And then he always has the neck or the back injuries, Matt. This man can either look left or look right, but he won't be able to do it at the same time because
he got the neck pad.
Because he always gets injured.
That too.
Right? Yeah. So, okay, now we're looking at their defensive line. DeMarcus Lawrence, we don't hear his name. We haven't heard his name in like 3 years. He got paid and we never hear his name again. One of their defensive tackles is a rookie. Then they start Randy Gregory, who always has some type of issue. So some days he'll be playing, some weeks he won't be. And then we go into we just talked about the linebackers, and
I'm not getting a positive vibe from you. So you're basically saying what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Is like I'm not gonna rip them apart the same way you are, but
you are.
no, you like literally just ripped into them and be like, yeah.
Well,
But
I'll be honest. I think they're going to be offensively, they'll put up numbers only because they're going to be behind 21 points, 10 points, 15 points. And yeah, you'll throw the ball around. Okay, you'll get garbage numbers. And then people are going to be like, oh, go look at the numbers. Who cares about the numbers? This defense, if they were garbage last year, they'll be a little less than garbage. Okay, fine. Congratulations.
yeah, no, their saving grace is all of a sudden these rookies start playing like all pros. Like,
Did you watch Hard Knocks? Did you guys watch Hard Knocks by any chance?
Hell no, I would never watch that trash.
Okay, no, okay. Chetan, did you watch any of it?
Especially not this
I
season.
got to watch the first episode. That's about it.
Okay, I got to watch the first episode. Okay, Mike McCarthy, this man is living off of an Aaron Rodgers Super Bowl for a decade. They have the worst head coach in the division. Ron Rivera is better. Actually, no, I'm gonna say third because
No.
I'll give him respect over Arun's
No.
coach because
Hey,
Arun's coach hasn't done anything, and Mike McCarthy does have a
hey,
ring.
we have a stepping stool. He's done nothing yet. That's
And I'll give you that. That's why I'll say Arun's coach. He hasn't done anything yet, so I'll say he's the third worst coach. But Ron Rivera is a far better coach in my opinion.
Hell yeah.
And then Joe Judge from just one season. If I put Joe Judge on the Dallas Cowboys, I would say they win the division. That's how far I'm willing to go. If I took Joe Judge, put him on the Dallas Cowboys head coach, I say they would win the division. Even Ron Rivera, if he went from there to there, win a division. But this dude over here, Mike McCarthy, bro, he living off of a Super Bowl when I was in middle school. He living off a 2010 Super Bowl where Aaron Rodgers was absolutely phenomenal. The man had receivers left and right and Charles Woodson on defense, and they won it all. And he's living off it for a decade. All right, I think we talked enough about this division, this trash division. As Arun even said, NFC least. The man said it himself. Let's move on to my division.
Ooh.
Let me start this off. It's my division.
Packers division? Huh?
I'm gonna go backwards. Detroit, I don't gotta say nothing. Detroit, final, last team. Sorry, probably worst team in NFL. Them in Houston. Third place team, the Chicago Bears. I'm sorry, Justin Fields. He has a bright future in my opinion. Andy Dalton. I don't care. Justin Fields starts. Whoever starts, it doesn't make a difference. They have one receiver. They have a decent running back. They have possibly the top 5 worst offensive lines in football. They have Khalil Mack on defense. I understand that. Very good. Hakeem Hicks, my bad. Very good. What's the other? Robert Quinn. Very good. Roquan Smith. Very good. Eddie Jackson. Very good. They have a very, very, very good defense. I give you that. But when you can't score and you're legit going to have to give up less than 14 points a game to win, I think the defense is going to get pissed off, and then it's going to be all hell's going to break loose. So I put them third. And the second place team, them cheeseheads, gonna be second. The cheeseheads gonna be second, and my Minnesota Vikings are gonna be number 1. Now let me tell you why my team's gonna be number 1. I understand Aaron Rodgers is back. I give you that. Aaron Rodgers, they didn't do anything to build that offense. Devontae Adams, best receiver in football. I give you that. But he's by himself. They got no other weapons, in my opinion. Aaron Jones. Very good running back. David Bakhtiari, people may not remember this. He's still not playing because he tore his, I think it was his Achilles or ACL right before the NFC Championship game or in that game. He tore it. So he likely will be back for at least 2, even 3 months. So that's a huge left tackle missing for Aaron Rodgers. That could be huge in my opinion. On defense, their defense is just like how it is every year. They're okay. Jair Alexander, one of the best corners in football. I give you that. Linebackers, I don't even know the names of the linebackers. Secondary, Adrian Amos, okay, solid. They don't really have anybody else in my opinion. So it's Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams and Aaron Jones are bust. Next. In all honesty, this is the best Minnesota Vikings team in the past 10 years since the Brett Favre season. Let me tell you, this is better than the Case Keenum season, 2017. We got Kirk Cousins. He's average. He's above average. He's a top 12 to 15 QB. I give you that. We have the top 2 running back in football. We have the best duo receivers in football. Adam Thielen, Justin Jefferson. Our tight end, Irv Smith, went down. That hurts a lot. But Tyler Conklin, did a great job last year. I think he's waiting for his opportunity. I think he's going to do great things this season. O-line, we drafted our left tackle in the first round. We just paid Brian O'Neill today. I don't know if you guys saw the news. $92 million to be the right tackle. So he clearly is worth it. We got our center, Garrett Bradbury, first-round pick. We got Ezra Cleveland, second-round pick. So we got our whole O-line, best O-line in the past 10 years since Brett Favre played. And now we get to my favorite part, that defense. Daniil Hunter, he's back. We got Dalvin Tomlinson from your Giants, Chetan. I know you miss him. Michael Pierce, he didn't play last year because of COVID. We got him back. Eric Kendricks, top 3 linebacker in football. Anthony Barr, he's back. Harrison Smith, paid him. Top 3 safety in football. Patrick Peterson. You guys heard that name? I know you guys are used to hearing Adrian Peterson, but we got Patrick Peterson this time. Top 5 corner in football. I don't care what anyone says. He's still a top 5 corner. Bashard Breeland got his ass over from Kansas City. Mackenzie Alexander brought him back. I think this defense is going to be a top 5 defense. We're going to have a top 5 offense, top 10 offense. I'll say top 10. Top 10 offense, top 5 defense. We win this division. Green Bay's second place. I'll let y'all take over.
Go ahead, Chetan.
You and I have exactly the same order. And I have the Vikings winning this division. And simply for the fact that, one, we'll see how Aaron Rodgers behaves throughout the season. Yeah, we know he's going to, quote unquote, act professional and everything. But, yeah, it's a 3-man show up in Green Bay. It's Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Jones, and Devontae Adams.
Yep. Robert Tonyan solid. I'll give him that. My bad.
Okay,
Robert Tonyan solid.
Tonyan solid, but yeah, great. Yeah, what are you gonna do when Devontae's like triple covered? You
As
guys
it Randall Cobb.
The Randall Cobb is there, but yeah, he's getting up there in age. But you've had so many opportunities to get Aaron Rodgers a second guy, right? Can't do that. You had so many opportunities to improve that defense. That defense is not improved. Like, I was looking at the schedule, and actually, Abby and I were looking at the 49ers schedule, and we saw Green Bay on there. We're like, yeah, no, they're going to run all over Green Bay because that's what we're so used to seeing. And Matt LaFleur has been a great head coach, 13-3 his first 2 seasons. Let's see if he could pull it off a third time because I don't think he can. And it's not going to be his fault. It's not going to be like an Aaron Rodgers thing. It's just going to be, you're going to realize that how many flaws this team has, and Minnesota Vikings can exploit every single one of those flaws because they have the far superior roster. Like, great, you guys have Aaron Rodgers starting, but Dalvin Cook, top 2 running back in the league. Justin Jefferson, last year, I'd say top 4 wide receiver in the league. Adam Thielen, when healthy, is a top 10 wide receiver. It's just, and their defense, just like Abby said, they just got every single person back. And as much as anyone be like, oh yeah, Arizona let Patrick Peterson go because of age and all of this, Patrick Peterson's still Patrick Peterson.
Patrick Peterson made DK and Metcalf look like
exactly
Jalen Reagor.
Exactly. It's Patrick Peterson, still Patrick Peterson. I don't care what anyone says. They can keep him off a top 5 corners in this league list. I will never take him off because I've seen his track work is Patrick Peterson, still Patrick Peterson. So until he all of a sudden just completely falls off, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, they got Patrick Peterson in that secondary. That helps out that secondary because since they Xavier Rhodes had that one amazing season.
Yep.
And then he just went downhill.
Yep.
But with Patrick Peterson, even though he's had his amazing seasons early in his career, he will still give you that same consistency. He will be on your best wide receiver. And guess what? In this division, Devontae Adams the only guy he has to worry about. What's the matter to him? He can play twice a week this season, and he'll be perfectly fine.
Arun, let me get your take, boy.
All right. NFC North, 4th place team. I'm going to go with the Lions. I know they got Jared Goff, but come on now. Jared Goff, he hasn't done anything, even with what's his name? Forgot
Sean
the coach's
McVay.
name. Sean
Sean
McVay.
McVay.
Yeah. It's such a offensive minded coach. So I don't think the Lions doing jack shit. I'm on the same boat as you guys with the Bears. Justin Fields, great talent, rookie quarterback, gonna make tons of mistakes. I know they got a great defense, but still, you need your quarterback to play well if you want to win games, especially
Yep.
make the playoffs. Now here's where it gets a little spicy. I do think the Vikings are gonna make the playoffs. We'll get into that convo later on, but I'm gonna go with the Vikings as a second seed in the NFC North, and the Packers. I think the Packers are the top two team part of the top two teams in NFC. Them and the Bucks. I think those two teams are one of the most team complete teams in that conference. But hey, man, I'm gonna ride with my boy Aaron Rodgers. That's one of my favorite quarterbacks, and I think he's once again he's gonna lead the Packers to the division title.
Listen, I fault nobody. It's just I like to see the future. I see the future, and I see my Vikings being on top. I see Aaron Rodgers
I love it.
trying his final season to, that Mile High. You know where those mountains reside in Denver.
Yes.
I see Aaron Rodgers looking like a man who could smoke some nice marijuana on top of those mountains. He looks like with the long hair he got going right now. He may be telling us something. That hippie shit he got going on. He may be just showing you where he wants to go. Hey, but if he likes the bright lights, he likes the media. Yo, Daniel Jones. Fuck Daniel Jones. I think they will kick his ass out of there in a heartbeat if Aaron Rodgers wants to come there. So he got options. So I think, listen, he put the picture up with Devontae Adams, our last dance.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers, let me tell you one thing, though, bro. You ain't Michael Jordan.
Hey.
You ain't close to Michael Jordan.
Hey.
So Michael Jordan could put that picture up, win 72 games, 60 games, and the game winner, game 6 against Utah. He can do that. Because basketball, you rely on 4 other players. In football, you rely on 10 and then 11 more on defense. So it's a whole different game. Green Bay, the last 2 times they made the playoffs, the better team dogged them. Tampa Bay destroyed them. I don't care what the final score said. Tampa Bay destroyed them. Tom Brady made some crucial mistakes. He threw up some balls that had no business being thrown up, and that's why that game was closer than it was supposed to be. And the year before, San Francisco straight up mollywopped them. Straight up destroyed them. All they did was run the ball. Jimmy G didn't even throw the ball. They single-handedly beat you by running the ball. That's shameful. So that tells me this team is in for a rude awakening, in my opinion. And I still think they make the playoffs. We're going to get into that, as Arun mentioned. I still think they'll make it. Aaron Rodgers is great. I'm not an idiot. I'm not a freaking moron. Top 5 quarterback of all time. In my generation, he's the best quarterback I've ever seen with my eyes. I'll be honest. I'm not a hater. Tom Brady's the greatest. He's a GOAT. But the best talent I've ever seen with these 2 eyes, I understand I wear contact lenses, but still I can see pretty damn well. Aaron Rodgers, the best. I've never seen a man throw with 1 foot lasers to Jordy Nelson. When Jordy Nelson was there, that was pure magic. I hated it, but that was pure magic. And now he got Devontae Adams. So I think, yeah, I understand, Arun, why you say that. No problem. I got no problem with that. All I know is if my team does not make the playoffs, or at least or forget that, make the playoffs. If my team does not make the playoffs, oh my God, I'm about to have one less cousin. Mike Zimmer, man, Kirk Cousins. That's what I'm talking about, Chetan. Kirk Cousins, deuces to you. And Mike Zimmer, bye-bye. I'm sorry. That would be the final straw for me. This team got too much talent to miss the playoffs.
On the hot seat.
Yes, he is. If they don't make the playoffs, in my opinion, if they don't win this division, forget the playoffs. This team, every other year, what's the stat, Chetan? Every other year, the Vikings make the postseason. First year, Mike Zimmer missed the playoffs. Next year, they made the playoffs. Following season, missed. Next season, made it. Following season, missed. Following season, Kirk Cousins, New Orleans Saints game happens. Last year, missed. What does that mean? This season, boy, we make the playoffs. Now, are we going to the division, or are we going to be a wild card? That's the thing, in my opinion. And I can't wait. We better beat the fuck out of Cincinnati. I swear to God. If we don't do that, I'm gonna be pissed. I swear to God. If we start off with some bullshit, I'm telling you, man, my flying high right now. But it takes all. That's the thing about this game. 1 week, one bad Sunday, 1 3-hour window, and you're gonna feel like a whole different person real quick. So moving on. I think this division we don't really even gotta speak that much about, but we'll do our due diligence here. NFC North, I'm gonna keep this sweet and simple. Tampa Bay, and I don't give a fuck about the rest. But just to say the rest of the teams, I think Tampa Bay wins it by far. It's not even close. I think the Panthers finish second. I love the Panthers this year. Sneaky team. Saints third. Saints third because that defense. I think Michael Thomas will come back. Alvin Kamara, Sean Payne, Jameis Winston will play solid in my opinion. I say Saints finish third. And the Falcons, the final season for Matt Ryan, unfortunately. And then they transition to a complete rebuild.
Damn.
Arun, your thoughts on the NFC South?
Well, I'll be surprised if everybody here does not pick the Bucks as their number 1 seed. I do think the Saints will be number 2. I know Panthers, they got Sam Darnold now. They got a bunch of wide receiver weapons, but I do think the Saints will be better than the Panthers just because of that defense. Even though I'm a little questionable on that quarterback, and that I don't know who's going to be the quarterback because I'm not too high on Jameis Winston. I'm not too high on that other tight end punt returner guy. So I don't think the Saints are going to be that good, but they might be a little above 500 or might be a game short above 500 or below 500. I mean, but going with the Falcons 4th spot, Panthers 3rd spot, Saints 2nd spot, and the Bucks Super Bowl reigning champions 1st spot. And I do think the Bucks are going to have the best record in the NFC. Just had to throw that out there.
Chetan.
All right, so it seems like you and I are aligned on all 3 of these divisions so far because I had the same order. It's just, hey, Sean Payton, great offensive mind. But you're telling me for the first 7 weeks, your only weapon is Alvin Kamara? I saw what these other wide receivers did without Michael Thomas around, and it doesn't give me that much confidence, especially because you lost Emmanuel Sanders to Buffalo. So your second wide receiver is who? Traquan Smith? He doesn't give that much confidence in me. So, and Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston can prove everyone wrong because he's only been in the league for a couple of years. I think, what is he, only 27, 28? So, like, he can literally turn his career around and prove us all wrong. But I think the quarterback that turns his career around in this division is going to be Sam Darnold. And with the healthy Christian McCaffrey, that wide receiver core, very underrated. You got David Moore, you got DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson, who week 1, let me tell you, if he catches 2 touchdowns, I won't be surprised because he's facing the Jets.
Terrence Marshall, rookie.
Terrence Marshall, rookie out of LSU.
Kyle Brady's over. Kyle Brady, the guy who was coaching that LSU team with Joe Burrow.
Was that his name? Joe Brady.
Joe Brady, my bad. Not Kyle Brady, my bad. Joe Brady.
Right. And then that defense is also surprisingly very good with
Derek Brown, Shaq Thomas, Brian Burns, the corner they drafted. I'm forgetting his name right now. Top corner they drafted. Dante, you got Johnson. They got the JC Horn. They got that safety.
That's the name I can't remember.
The safety, I'm forgetting his name right now. It's kind of yeah.
I love that dude. But yeah, no, they have everything they have is like very underrated. No one's gonna be talking about them until they have to talk about them because they're gonna punch someone in the mouth and just be like, oh, these guys are for real.
All right, let's move on. I think to the final division for the NFC. This is in my opinion, by far the hardest, and this is going to be by far the one that I think this is the division that has the most good teams. I think that's easy to say. I honestly can see all 4 of these teams not having a losing record, but obviously someone's going to finish 4th, someone's going to finish 3rd, someone's going to finish 2nd. So let's get into it. I think I'll go from the bottom up. I think Arizona. I'm sorry, I haven't seen enough. Cliff Kingsbury, bro, you're the worst head coach in this division. I haven't seen nothing from you. Colin Murray, I believe in him. You got AJ Green now, D Hop. You got JJ Watt. You brought him in. Chandler Jones is coming back from injury. You have no secondary. You have no Buda Baker is great. You have no corners. Malcolm Butler is gone. I think he left for some personal reasons. I hope everything's going on well for him, but he left.
He's on the
Patrick Peterson's in Minnesota. Thank you, Jesus. Buda Baker, obviously, he's a star, but he can't cover for 5 people. So, James Conner, please. James Conner, respect him. His story is amazing, fighting cancer. Props. All the props in the world. Chase Edmonds, please, man. These guys don't move the needle for me. So, in my opinion, Arizona finishes last, probably 9-8. I can see them being 9-8. Seattle, listen, I love Russell Wilson, man, but since them Legion of Boom days, man, since that interception, man, it's gone. It's been what, 7 years, 6 years since that pick, that infamous pick.
2014.
I think it was 2014, 2015, whenever that shit was. But they have never been the same since. They haven't been the same since. They have no corners also. Another team that have no corners. You got Jamal Adams. You got the other safety. I can't remember his name right now. But you have Bobby Wagner. You have a decent D-line. But you have 0 secondaries. And obviously you have Chris Carson, Russell Wilson, Dwayne Brown. You traded for Gabe Jackson. You got Tyler Lockett. You got DK Metcalf, obviously. So you got players on offense. But you got no defense, in my opinion. Maybe a decent defense at best. 49ers, they're back. Joey Bosa, he's back.
It's
Kinlaw, Armstead. I don't know about the secondary. Could be questionable. Fred Warner. They got the best run game in football without even having a great running back, just because of Kyle Shanahan. Jimmy G, I've never seen a man get so much hate for missing one damn throw. He missed one throw, and the man apparently just became trash. I'm not gonna disrespect him like that. I still think he's a solid quarterback, especially for this team. You got George Kittle, top 2 tight end, top 3 tight end. Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk. They got weapons. So San Francisco, I wouldn't be shocked if they finish first. But for right now, I'm gonna put them second. And the LA Rams, Matthew Stafford finally got a squad. He got a head coach. He got receivers. Deshaun Jackson's there. You got a very decent O-line, and you got some monsters on defense. You got Aaron Donald. You got Jalen Ramsey. Enough said. I think this is finally Matthew Stafford's time. He's back home in LA. That's where he grew up. Sean McVay. This man took Jared Goff to Super Bowl. Matthew Stafford is 5 times better than him. So I feel clear and cut Rams, Niners, Seattle, Arizona. Arun, thoughts? You're 4.
My 4. Okay, going from the bottom up, 4th place. I'm gonna go with the Cardinals. I think just because the 49ers they're defensively they're getting healthier. If they weren't if Nick Bosa wasn't coming back anytime soon, that I would have had the 49ers.
Oh, my bad, Nick Bosa. You're right. I said Joey. My bad. You're right, Arun. Thank you.
Joey Bosa. He's on Chargers, right?
They're the Chargers, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go Cardinals 4th place. I'm gonna go the 49ers 2nd place. I do have 2 wildcard teams coming out, or I mean 1 wildcard team coming out this division. So 2 playoff teams in this division. I'm going with the Seahawks with the 3rd place in that division, and I think the Rams and Matthew Stafford, Sean McVay. I think they win the division, man. What you got, Chetan?
Chetan, go
think
ahead, bro.
all 3 of us are in alignment here. It's exactly how you guys said it's going to play out. It's the Rams have by far the 2nd biggest star talent in this division, in this conference, behind Tampa Bay.
Yep, I'll give you that.
Matthew Stafford, number 1 overall pick. He was the dude in Georgia. He was supposed to be, a savior in Detroit. He gets them to the playoffs, but he never had the team.
No, man, nobody. God can't save Detroit, bro. God can't save Detroit.
Literally, he can't. It's pretty bad. You get probably the best defensive player we've seen in our generation. I mean,
Yep.
It's either him or Darrell Revis,
Darrell Revis. I was just gonna say that Darrell Revis or Ed Reed.
or well, Ed Reed would be generation prior because
All right, got you.
2000, right? So that easily, probably what top 5 corner we've ever seen. Other than Darrell Revis at number 1, I don't like ranking anyone below anyone underneath that other than what Richard Sherman. Right, so you got so much star power. It's literally Super Bowl or bust for LA, right?
So we all have the same thing.
Yeah, we all have the same thing. And then I guess the 49ers, it's pretty much, hey, it's either a comeback story for them because of all the injuries they faced last year. I mean, if they win the division, I wouldn't be surprised. Right?
All right, Chetan. Oh, my bad. So I think we all have the same thing here. So
yeah.
But now you can transition to give us your 3 NFC wildcard teams.
Yeah. So obviously the team that did not win the division in the North, obviously Green Bay will take one of them. The 49ers, who I was just speaking highly of, they could win the division. I don't see it happening just because all the stars literally align in LA right now. And then the third, I'm going to say I wanted to give it to the Panthers or the Seahawks, but I think the third, Jalen Hurts.
Wow. I don't even got the balls to say that. Go ahead.
Philadelphia takes that final wildcard spot.
Wow. Arun dancing in his room right now. Arun, go ahead, bro. Give us your 3.
All right, let's make Abhishek dance. I'm gonna go with the Vikings wild card. I know Abhishek not too happy about that because he thinks they're gonna win a division. But hey, man, I think the Vikings are gonna make the playoffs, and that is a step up from last season. I do have Dallas making the playoffs as a wild card team. You guys have Dallas finishing last in division.
Yep.
I just think there's too much talent. I know their defense is a little suspect, but I do think their defense will be better than last year. So yeah, Dallas. And my last team that hits the plays the wild card weekend, it will be the Seahawks, because I think the Rams will win that division. So the Seahawks will be the odd team out, and they'll be playing week 1 in the playoffs.
So you're saying the 49ers won't make it?
Nope.
Oh, okay. So we got hot takes left and right. Okay.
Wait, I thought you had the 49ers finishing second.
No, I didn't. I had the Cardinals, Niners, Seahawks.
Yeah,
Rams.
he did say that.
Okay.
You got a surprise team. You got the Eagles. I'll give you that. I think the Eagles are gonna be better than people say. I haven't met that many people as high on the Eagles as me, but you saying they're gonna be the playoffs? Okay, that's a hot take. Arun got Dallas, and he got Seattle,
and your Vikings.
And now for me, obviously I have the Vikings in the division. So Green Bay, I'm not an idiot. Aaron Rodgers, he's good enough to make the playoffs, which he will. I'll say that much right there. And I think 3 teams from the same division make the playoffs. The Rams win the division, the 49ers make the first wild card, and the Seattle Seahawks, because of Russell Wilson, find a way to make the second one. Dallas, as Arun picking Dallas, I got no issues with that. Obviously, everyone's throwing darts right now because nobody knows shit. And one injury to some player, and boom, this whole thing. Russell Wilson, knock on one, goes down, that whole prediction's over. Kirk Cousins goes down, prediction over. Aaron Rodgers goes down, prediction over. So obviously we're throwing darts anyways, blind. But I got no issues with Dallas. Philly, that's a hot take. It's real hot. Philly loves you right now. For a Giants fan to say that, that's real hot. But yeah, I think on paper right now, I think the 7 teams that I mentioned to make the postseason, I feel are by far the most talented team. They have the best coaching, but will they have the health? That's the key thing. That's the one thing no one can predict. Health. And we all know it's inevitable. Someone significant will go down, and that will open the door for somebody else.